Yo, I know what you're here for. Let's get to that sports talk, baby. You know, there's been a lot going on this week. We had Luka Doncic traded. We had, oh, sorry, batteries are still all fucking ready. Damn, Eli String be a pain in the ass, bro. Damn. I guess 3D wants to come out and say something. So, my God. Well, we got a lot going on today. We can try to get this camera back up. Sorry, y'all. Bang. There we go. We are back, baby. Holy shit. Getting into it though. Myles Garrett has requested a trade. Yes. And it's interesting for Washington fans out there. This is an interesting year because in our rebuild year, we went to the NFC Championship. Yes. So now we have the top 5 in cap space. So it hasn't been a time. This is very fun to us. We are new to this. The last trade that I really known as a Washington fan that I was really excited about when it happened was Alex Smith. That was a very exciting trade when we got Alex Smith from Kansas City because we knew Kansas City was nice. You know, Andy, we're getting something from Andy Reid, just like how we felt with Bieniemy. When we got Eric Bieniemy, we thought it was going to be nice. We thought we had something going. We thought we had a Super Bowl champion in the Super Bowl, and it's coming up. You feel me? We thought we had something like that. And now, right now, it's free agency time. The trades are going around. It's getting crazy out here. We got Luka Doncic being traded. We got De'Aaron Fox being paired up with Wemby. Now it's the NFL's turn. The NFL said, hey, it is our time. It's our time to get in the mix of things. So let's mix some things up. Let Myles Garrett ask for a goddamn trade. How about we do that? How about we get Myles Garrett to ask for a trade? Statement from Myles Garrett. The GM said he doesn't want to trade him. The GM, Andrew Berry, told reporters that he won't trade Myles Garrett this offseason, no matter if what Cleveland is offered. But here goes Myles Garrett's statement. As a kid dreaming of the NFL, all I focused on was the ultimate goal of winning a Super Bowl. And that goal fueled me today more than ever. My love for the community of Northeast Ohio and the incredible fan base of Cleveland Browns has made this one of the toughest decisions of my life. These past 8 years have shaped me into the man I am today. While I've loved calling this my city, my home, my desire to win and compete on the biggest stages won't allow me to be complacent. The goal was never to go from Cleveland to Canton, and that's he's going at Barry on this one. He's going at the GM on this one. It has always been to compete to win a Super Bowl. So as fit right now, Myles Garrett seems like he wants to be on the contender, and do you blame him? The Cleveland Browns are not a contending team, and that's what it is. He wants to be on a contender, and I have a list of teams that have the odds that are favored, and we are number one. The Washington Commanders are number one to land Myles Garrett, and this is a guy that we need on the other side of the football. We need a Myles Garrett on the other side of the football. We're going against Saquon Barkley, for God's sake. That game against Saquon Barkley in the NFC Championship with the Eagles has scarred us. Let's be real. Like, it scarred us. Saquon Barkley, every time he was touching the ball, it looked like it was going 90 yards. It seems that it might cost us a lot. If we do get Myles Garrett, we're going to have to give him a contract extension because he only has 2 years left. Browns dead cap money, if Myles Garrett is traded, is $36 million. So they're going to be taking a little bit of hit on this one. It's hard to move guys. Like Deebo Samuel, he asked for a trade request. Brandon Ayuk asked for a trade request, and they didn't get moved. Even if a player requests a trade somewhat, doesn't mean necessarily you're going to get moved. But it seems like, and the Cleveland Browns have the number 2 pick in the draft. So honestly, they're not going anywhere. We don't know what Shador is going to be. We don't know if Cam Ward, whoever they're going to get, because they're going to get a quarterback. Deshaun Watson is out next year for the whole season. Don't want to see this. This would be scary. Just imagine Aiden Hutchinson and Myles Garrett. And I want to hear y'all in the comment section how y'all feel about this. If it where do you think Myles Garrett will go? Where do you see him fitting at? Like I said, this is the February has been crazy. You know what I'm saying? John Cena, he get kicked out the Royal Rumble. We thought he was gonna win the Royal Rumble, but Uso came, knocked him off. You know what I'm saying? We got Luka Doncic being traded. Like, February has been the best in sports, and you think it's off season and things start to die down, but damn, it's Super Bowl week coming up, and it seems like the Super Bowl is on the back of everybody's mind. It's not even everybody's first thought right now until the game is actually played, because there's so much going on through the NBA. There's so much going on through the NFL right now, and we're going to get into the Cooper Kupp situation in just a little bit, which that's a different situation in itself. Myles Garrett would be a great fit for Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn would have this man getting at least 30 sacks. And Marcus Spears, if y'all know, ESPN analyst, you know, First Take, and you know, if you sit there and watch it, Marcus Spears says that the Washington Commanders should be on the phone right now asking what they want from to get Myles Garrett. And we have $82 million in cap space. We're the top 3 team with cap space. Like I said, this offseason is gonna be spicy for Commanders fans, bro. It's gonna be spicy. JD5 in his rookie year going to the NFC Championship. So this is interesting. Having players being in the offseason, you know what I'm saying? Having players in the offseason, top candidate, and we got the most cap space, and we're a contender. Like Myles Garrett says, he wants to be on a contender team. And bro, Washington Commanders are definitely contenders, bro. So we don't who knows what we do here going down forward, what players we're gonna get. Shout out George. Give us him, bro. Man, what? We need him for Saquon, yo. What Saquon did in that NFC Championship definitely scarred us. And some of y'all, if any of y'all were at the game, like the Ravens fans, not the Ravens fans, them Eagles fans, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it, bro. And we need guys like Myles Garrett that's going to get us sacks, that's going to stop the run. And the guy he's 29 years of age, so he has a good another 3-4 years. Like I said, we're going to have to pay the guy, but hey. And I guess my boy 3, shout out 3D in the background yelling. I don't know if y'all can hear my son back there, but he's yelling and screaming. He wants to be in the stream so bad. But man, Myles Garrett, that's a high caliber guy that Dan Quinn, he can really use as like a toy. You feel me? He could use as a toy. You feel me? If he wants to go to the Super Bowl, he better come down here. Hey, look, we're going to be in that conversation year in and year out. And just look at that. Myles Garrett is up there with Reggie White, TJ Watt, DeMarcus Ware. Those are Hall of Fame type guys. So this dude is definitely going to Canton. And this is a guy, bro, that we desperately need because the defensive line, we have so much money wrapped up in Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne, bro. It makes no sense. And this year they've been pathetic. If they said, look, we give up our first round for this year because we're getting picked 29, so it really doesn't matter. We got 28 or 29. If they say they want our first round pick for this year, Deron Payne or Jonathan Allen, and then like a high second round pick, then you could do something like that. 2 first round picks, you're kind of cutting it, but our first round picks for the next couple years, they're not going to be that good anyways, yo. So, and Myles Garrett, he's been through rebuild after rebuild. I don't think Myles Garrett wants to see another rebuild. His rookie year, 0-16. Now in his 8th year, 4-13. Y'all got greedy, getting rid of Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield gets you a playoff win, which y'all haven't had a playoff win in thousands of years. So y'all said that wasn't good enough, and y'all moved on from Baker Mayfield. And look what he's doing now with the Bucks. Even though we got that dub, spank that ass, belt to ass on the Buccaneers. But Baker Mayfield's still a good player. He definitely revived his career, and look what he's doing now without the Cleveland Browns. And y'all spending $250 million on quarterbacks who are rubbing females' legs and shit. He can't keep his hands to himself. Then that's what happens. Shout out to 49ers game, you know what I'm saying? What's up, everyone? Hey, what the Niners gonna do? What the Niners gonna get anybody? Shout out to 49ers fan in the chat. Shout out everybody in the chat. Hit that like, comment, subscribe. Super Bowl coming up. We got a lot of things coming up here. Off season, NBA. Y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe. And stay tuned in. We're gonna be live streaming all throughout this week. We got stuff going on with Cooper Kupp. Should we get Cooper Kupp? Should we get Cooper Kupp? Should we get any of these guys that are requesting trades? And this time with Cooper Kupp, he didn't request a trade. The team came up to him. The team came up to him and said, "Hey, look, Cooper, I think your time is over. We seen what happened with and he was informed by the team, as Cooper Kupp says, we'll be seeking a trade immediately and we'll be working with me and my family to find the right place to continue competing for championships." So just like Myles Garrett, he wants to be on a contending team, which I don't blame him, because who wants to go to a shitty team? And he has ties to Detroit. Jared Goff, they played together. So that's a team that's mixed up in there with Cooper Kupp. We're definitely a team that needs a number 2. De'Ami Brown's a great player. Terry's a great player. You know what I'm saying? Those are decent. You know, well, Zacchaeus is a decent player. Like, these are decent receivers, but they're not no number 2s. You feel me? Terry's a great player that needs a great player by his side so he can open up. So JD can find the field. Zach Ertz, he's running in the back. Bobby Wagner running it back. You know what I'm saying? We keep some of these vets together. Bring in another vet. Bring in another Cooper Kupp who has a Super Bowl ring, who was a 3-crown champ, reception yards, touchdowns, receiving yards. The 49ers 2025, a lot of talk of Garrett. He is a 29-year-old, too much of a risk. Myles Garrett is definitely arguably the defensive player of the year. 29, I don't think is that old. I'm not going to lie. That's just to me. You know what I'm saying? I think, yes, whatever contract he gets after he gets traded, it's what he's going to finish off of, and that's his career. I wouldn't really want him. He'll be like Jadeveon Clowney, 1-year deals after that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's really committing to a 35, 34-year-old if you give him a contract. But he has taken a lot of punishment. He is the DN. He's the top up there in sacks, arguably the defensive player of the year. So, hey, look, in others' eyes, it's opinion made. Is he too old? Do you take a risk trading your at least I would say your future picks because he's going to go for a first round pick. You add him to a team that's domination. You feel me? That's you headed for a Super Bowl. I see him going to the Commanders. Commanders have the cap space. Yeah, man, we got the cap space. Patriots have the cap space, but Patriots are not a contender. They're definitely not contending nowhere. And we're the only top contenders with cap space, with cap room to bring in guys. You know what I'm saying? We see, these are not the only guys. Myles Garrett, Cooper Kupp. These are not the only guys that I can see coming up with trade requests. If Aaron Rodgers is not off the Jets, or if Jets are bringing in a decent quarterback, I can see Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson. I was about to say Myles Garrett again. I can see Garrett Wilson requesting a trade as well. So those are some of the guys, like, bro, they're frustrated with, and Woody Johnson is a terrible owner out there. And we know about some terrible owners in Washington. If you had one person to choose, would you rather re-sign Ertz or Bobby? Oh, that's a difficult question. Child George in the chat. Child George in the chat. And I know you, George. I've seen you, George. I've seen you. You definitely committed. I'll be seeing you. You be going stadium in the stadium. And yeah, I love your commitment to the team and what you do for because I see you, man. I see you. Man, Ertz had a hell of a game in the NFC Championship. Bobby has he's been the best linebacker, even though that's the thing. When the 49ers guy said 49ers 25 said Myles Garrett is 29, bro. As long as you know how to play football, age really don't matter. Look at LeBron fucking James. So and Zach Ertz has definitely rejuvenated his career in the back half. But let me answer the question, because that's a tough question. I will go Bobby. No, because we can get a young linebacker. I would say Ertz, because that's just Jaden Daniels. We need everything around Jaden Daniels to improve him. As long as we keep improving Jaden Daniels, we have a chance every year to win that bowl. And Zach Ertz, he's the safe guy. We definitely need a young tight end, even a Kyle Pitts. He's on the radar. If the Washington Commanders can get a Kyle Pitts, and I'm sorry, I know I'm staying on the same screen for a long time. If we can get a Kyle Pitts, that would be amazing. And we kind of got off track right there, but that would be amazing to get a young tight end. Zach Ertz could teach a tight end where he needs to get open. Cooper Kupp is a savant, bro. This guy knows football. This guy knows how to get open. This is a man who's a triple crowner. Yes, he's getting up there in age. He's definitely been through. I think he's missed the last 18 games in the last 2 years in Cooper Kupp. And I'm not sharing my screen. My bad. This is the guy that you want on your team, bro. He's sitting in the film room with guys, bro. He's watching tape with quarterbacks. We've seen the stuff. We've seen all the videos, the quotes, the stuff like that. And he looking beautiful right here. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody got him up already. And I don't think he looks bad. RG3 quote. Let's go to, I think it might be on Twitter already, about Cooper Kupp. Former Washington Redskins quarterback. And I say that proudly. You want to call them the Commanders, Redskins, whatever you want, football team. If people out there still calling them the football team, I don't know why. But if you are, who gives a damn what you call them? We're one of the best teams in the league, and that's for sure. Doesn't matter if you want to call it what you want to call it. But we got some more comments in the comment section from my guy, George. I have another question. Would you resign Jeremy Chin? Because he's a free agent. Jeremy Chin, I would resign him. He's definitely a great hard-hitting safety. He's a guy, and he's a guy that's not going to be the highest paid safety. You feel me? Get the bang for your buck. Don't ever, as a GM, go for the bang for your buck. That guy has definitely played very well. That guy definitely, and this is against us right here. He killed us. But that is a guy that you want to bring back. I say these guys, you bring both Bobby Wagner and Zach Ertz back. No question. No question. Even though you asked me the question of who would you rather pick, you go with the both of them because they're going to be cheap. Get the bang for your buck. They have the experience. They have Super Bowl experience, and that's what you want when you're a team that wants to be in that conversation all the time. You want Super Bowl minds around your head, and we got the coaching staff back. We didn't lose really anybody in the coaching staff, so that's amazing. But you bring those two guys back. You get rid of either Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne. The production and the injury, one of these contracts got to go. I think you get rid of one of those guys and you re-sign Chin. And really the rest of them, I think Dante Fowler, you got to keep him going. He had more than 10 sacks this year. You definitely have to keep him afloat. But we got a lot of guys that are going to head to free agency. But most of these guys on our roster, not going to lie, is we made it a long way. And I'm not even gonna lie, JD5 has carried a lot of the load where we're bad at. And Will Washington fan knows that's facts. We're a great we are a great team. We have a great coaching staff, but we can get much better. And Cooper Kupp can get us much better. Much better, yo. So which one of these guys in the chat, I want to hear y'all in the chat. Would you want either Myles Garrett? What would you rather trade for? Would you rather trade for Myles Garrett? Or would you rather trade for Cooper Kupp? Or do you just not get either one of them and just, I guess, test the market in free agency? Maybe we get some DNs out of free agency. Would you want to run it back with Chase Young? Chase Young's a free agent. Do you think you would want to run it back with him? Was he that bad to not bring back? Who knows? Yeah, I say Myles Garrett is a Super Bowl caliber player. And that's the guy that you really want to go with. I think there's no question that you go for Myles Garrett because he's a defensive player of the year. He is a Hall of Famer, and he's still in his prime, and he might win the defensive player of the year this year. We're talking about this year. This man's about to win defensive player this year. Bring him in. Give Lattimore a chance to rejuvenate. He's off the hamstring or whatnot. So let's bring in a guy like that. I think as a player, Cooper Kupp, as the wide receiver mind, bro, you got to think about this, how great that would be for Jaden Daniels, bro. And we're already the best on fourth down. With Cooper Kupp, he's getting open. For sure, he's getting open. They're going to be on the same page. You see what Jared Goff did with him on the back half. Yes, but he's been injured. So, yes or no to Cooper Kupp? I don't know, bro. I just don't know. Garrett, 100%. I'm going with you, George. Garrett is a guy. If we're going to make it to the championship, if we're going to compete with the Eagles year in and year out, you have to go with Myles Garrett to stop Saquon Barkley. The Eagles. Fuck the Giants. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck them dude. Them guys are not competing with us. I don't give a damn. They might beat us once out of the year off some luck shit, but they not really beating us for real. And I don't care. If we're going to compete with the Eagles year in and year out, we need some dogs on defense to stop Saquon, because that guy is generational. That guy is generational. That guy is generational, dog. I'm not glazing. And he's like that. Some of the stats from Cooper Kupp here from 2021 season. Awesomeness Sports. What is up? What is up, fam? Welcome to the chat, gang. Anybody in the chat out there, shout out to y'all being in the chat. You feel me? Appreciate y'all for joining in and appreciate y'all for taking a listen to your boy. I am on here. If you hear some news breaking out, you know what I'm saying? We got some news here. We got NBA news there. If y'all checked out the stream from I reacted to Luka Doncic going to the goddamn Lakers, man, you know I was excited because I'm an LA Laker fan. But Cooper Kupp, and where were you at that day? How did y'all react when Luka went there? I don't even know if y'all all basketball guys and gals, if you're a girl out there. But man, I was crazy, bro. I don't know why you would trade Luka Doncic. 2021 season, 22 touchdowns, 178 catches, 2,425 yards, Offensive Player of the Year, and Super Bowl MVP. This is a Super Bowl MVP. So that's back in 2021. Right now, he's been injured, missed 18 games in the last 2 seasons, has a high contract. Not, let's see if they got his contract up here on Twitter somewhere. But I guarantee you it's probably high. Now that the Rams have said they will look to trade Cooper Kupp, here's the cost, and this is Adam Schefter. If Kupp is traded to his new team, he would inherit his $20 million salary in 2025, $7.5 million in roster bonus, plus $12.5 million base, and $19.85 million in 2026, unless his contract is renegotiated. And that seems like that's a beautiful contract. So I don't know why he would renegotiate that. Unless he wants to help the team out. You want to help our team out? I mean, we have the cap space, but this is a aging receiver. He has been taking a lot of injuries, and we need guys to stay healthy. If you're gonna go into that's what it deals with sometimes. Sometimes you win the championship. Sometimes you go to the championship because other guys are just not healthy. You're just the healthiest team into the playoff and having this run. So you are boosting your way through it. Sometimes it's just that. Look at the Raptors when the Kawhi won it. Everybody was injured in that playoffs. It's good last year with the Knicks. Giannis was hurt. Dame was hurt. I know we're talking basketball, but sometimes in the NFL when you're not and sometimes we can talk about the Detroit Lions when we beat the Detroit Lions. I don't want to hear none of that. They had 15 wins with the injuries on injured reserve. I know that could have boosted our chances, but I don't care. We beat them straight up. Nobody got injured on the offense. But like I said, sometimes it can go to that.
Duval.
Awesomeness Sports. I feel that the Washington Commanders should get Myles Garrett. I also feel like that too. If we don't end up getting rid of our first round pick, what position do you think we should take? I think we should take. I like the guy from Ohio State, Mike Ibuka. He is a generational talent. We got some fast wide receivers out of here. So say we sign a wide receiver in free agency. Say we sign a wide receiver in the draft first round. We get a 4-2 type of guy, and our offense is stacked. I just want to stack the offense for JD. I'm sorry. I know I feel selfish. I know we need some type of defense, but it's JD5 is this special. You have to put everything around him. O-line. If it's not a wide receiver you're getting, get him an offensive lineman. Get one of them big Georgia, Texas guys. I know there's a guy out there. There's a Penei Sewell out there. There's a guy out there. And that's what you're going to need, and that's what the Eagles have. They have a massive O-line with a massive running back. And two dominant wide receivers, and that's what you want to see your offense have. Two dominant wide receivers, a massive offensive line, and a running back that can get you some type of yardage. B-Rob, he's our player. He's our guy. He's been with us. But in some games, and sometimes I'm just not liking B-Rob in his performance. And I don't know if I'm anybody else out there as a Washington Commanders fan. I just feel like B-Rob, he's a great running back, bro. He just is. He's a good running. He's not a great running back. He's a good running back. And right now, we need great for JD. We need greatness around. But hey, Cooper Kupp, he's definitely a champion no matter where he goes. I have notes here. Dan Orlovsky. If y'all watch ESPN, Dan Orlovsky, this is Dan Orlovsky's top teams that he sees Cooper Kupp that should go to. We got Texans, Bengals, 49ers, Broncos, Ravens, and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is always in the conversation for speaking of Pittsburgh, is always in the conversation of getting a wide receiver. They've been in the conversation the last couple years. Ravens, they for some reason you trade for Deontay Johnson, then you get rid of Deontay Johnson, and then you bring back Deontay Johnson. Like, what are we doing out there with the Ravens? And y'all didn't have wide receiver after wide receiver. We had Odell Beckham. Y'all thought he was going to be great for y'all. He was going to do what he did with the Rams. He did nothing. You have Zay Flowers, you have Bateman, but they just want to keep adding to Lamar. But how more can you add to Lamar before it's just, bro, y'all are just losing these big games. Y'all are just choking big games. No, I agree with you, bro. Is it just me, or don't you think sometimes after B-Rob gets the handoff, he kind of just floats around in the backfield waiting for something to open? Hey, George, spot on. That's my brother right there. B-Rob is just I love that's the thing. I love B-Rob. I don't hate B-Rob for nothing. It's just sometimes he sells us. Sometimes he just I'm thinking he's a guy sometimes on 4th and 1, it's a guarantee. Derrick Henry on 4th and 1 is a guarantee. I think B-Rob should be one of those players that is guaranteed on 4th. But I see him getting the ball and getting stuff in the backfield too many times. Too many times. And Eckler, he's here to stay. Eckler, when he was hurt this season at some point, but when he has been on the field, and that fumble does not sign the, you know what I'm saying, doesn't put the stain on Eckler's season. Eckler had a great season. You feel me? So I don't want that to go anywhere. And I'm sorry I'm getting off topic, you know what I'm saying, talking about B-Rob and all. We got all these trade requests going on. But yeah, man, I just feel like some of these guys here, some of these guys here are some guys that we might be kind of heartbroken to move on from, but we might just need to move on from. Like if we need to move on from Jonathan Allen, yeah, it will kind of hurt me because Jonathan Allen's been with us so long. One of them captains, one of those guys that's been through the pain. He's been through with us the pain, the seasons with Adrian Peterson, with Mark Sanchez, the seasons with Josh Johnson, and I don't have to go deep into it. Heineke, whoever you want to bring up, Jonathan Allen has been through it. Terry has been through it. Those are those guys that we root for to be the best they can, and they've been waiting for games like this, waiting for seasons like this to be winning. But if we have to move on from a guy like Jonathan Allen, who's been hurt, who's not been the greatest impact since, I would say, when he was a rookie, man, maybe we just have to do it. But if it has us going into the Super Bowl conversation, it's just something we have to do. Definitely Myles Garrett for sure. If we're going to pick between the two, you gotta go for you gotta do something. You gotta make one of these moves. If it's too much, if they ask him for 3 picks, because the GM already said they don't want to move on from Myles Garrett. The GM already said he doesn't want to move on from Myles Garrett. So if he's asking for way too much, then man, Myles Garrett just gonna have to stay in Cleveland. You're just gonna have to ride. You signed that extension. But if we want a guy that wants to stop Saquon Barkley, then bro, we're gonna have to do something. But y'all tell me, what's the main position for the Washington man? And if you're a Commanders fan out there, and if you're not, what's the main position that you think that the Commanders would need? What is that position that you think the Commanders should, the number one spot? Ah man, we got a lot going on, man. A lot going on. And let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take too much on it. Just who do you feel should be in the conversation? You see us up there. We got the Falcons. We're competing with the Falcons. We're competing with the Lions on this one. Washington Commanders signed to T. Bobby Hart. Not sure about that one. But man, Myles Garrett, man, It's a lot going on in February. I love February. February is my birthday in February. My birthday, February the 16th. And it's a lot going on. We got the Super Bowl this year. We got Black History Month going on. We got it's a beautiful thing. It's a February beautiful, the month of love. And you know what I'm saying? And these players, they're loving our team, bro. And if you got money to do it, and you got money that you want to bring on, you got money to spare. We have money to spare. We have it to spare. And we're ready for it. We're ready for it.
It makes sense. I don't think the Cleveland Browns have a clear direction. And no matter how you couch it, a lot of things that are transpiring in Cleveland are a reverberation of the contract that they decided to give to Deshaun Watson. It puts you.
And it starts right here with this guy right here. This is the reason why the Cleveland Browns weren't expecting to be bad. They just weren't. They thought that Deshaun Watson was going to be him. They didn't see the lawsuit and the stuff and the we got it. You know what I'm saying? Justin Tucker and him going through the same. Stop touching people. Stop. Why you going to massages anyway, bro? There's no way you you need that many massages, bro. Like, you know something's going on when you're like, why are you even doing? I just feel like that's you are an athlete. I know you're an athlete. Y'all need to do y'all thing, but y'all going too far with these massages. Too far.
In flux as far as a lot of guys go. But this is more of.
Look at this. This is Black Hawk. Look at this nigga's arms. Look at him. You think we don't want this nigga? You don't think we need him? This guy looks like a guy he built to stop Saquon. If you say Saquon stopper, bro, that's it right there. That's your guy. That's your guy.
About frustration with Myles Garrett of having to deal with the up and down situation that's been going on in Cleveland. And the bottom line is, when you don't get the quarterback position right, or you don't have the right infrastructure for a quarterback, these guys start looking around and they start determining, yeah, we really can't win here. And but yeah, I know that like that. So that's my reaction to the Cleveland part. But I'll say this: the Washington Commanders should be on the phone right now.
You hear Spears, bro. You hear my guy Spears. He on our side. Ryan Clark. If you know my guy, Ryan Clark used to play for Washington. He on our side.
To figure out how to get Myles Garrett to the D.C. area, because that team has a lot of cap space. They're right. And Dan Quinn is the defensive coordinator. Myles Garrett might have 30 sacks if he ends up in Washington.
And Quinn to give him some sacks now. That's for sure. Shout out Beyonce. He get him some sacks now. Myles Garrett available though. And yo,
Mr. Garrett,
I seen this.
make it happen. Dak Prescott is leading our team right now. I need you to take Tony Romo, take a couple picks, and give them to Cleveland so you can pick me up, please. I love to play in Dallas. Just make it happen.
Nobody, he's a different man now. Hopefully, he's a different man and sees that Dallas is horrible and he's their ass and they're trash and the owner is ass and their quarterback is ass and their whole line is ass and their running back and their receivers are ass, and he recants that statement because what the fuck? We need Myles Garrett though, bro. That's our guy. That's one of our. And I don't want every superstar to become available. And because what it's feeling like for a Commanders fan, for real, and slash Redskins, whatever how you want to put it, it feels like when every superstar is available, we can get them. Tell me you don't feel that, bro. Tell me you don't feel that. Don't you feel like when every superstar becomes available, I just feel like we might could get him. Adam Peters is a one of a kind GM. We have the team. We were just in the NFC Championship. Come on. And the thing is, this is by law, you can't get Myles Garrett on the Lions. That's just crazy work. That's just crazy work. Myles Garrett. How about that? I know a lot of teams want Myles Garrett. After there's 31 teams on the phone looking for Myles Garrett, and the Cleveland Browns, yes, they're redoing, they're rebuilding. Ah, either these some good guys coming up and request the trade. Some of the trade details here. Bills, get Myles Garrett. He's going to cost them 2 first-round picks for this year, next year, and a second-round pick. So this is kind of some of the stuff I'm talking about where you might have to give up a lot. And does our team want to give up a lot for our future? The thing is, our future is now. When you have a quarterback like Jaden Daniels, when you have a offense like we have now, I mean, like a quarterback we have now, a team we have now, a coaching staff we have now, ownership finally we have now. Because sometimes I feel like we've had the players, we've had sometimes the coaches. Our ownership has just been bad. Our drafting has been bad. So him on the other side of Nick Bosa would be crazy, bro. That could be insane. They have they're not bad in cap space. They maybe could do it. They they got to sign Fred Warner. They got to sign a lot of guys here coming down the and they already I think they already signed 2 guys. What team do you see him on? If it's not Washington, who would it be? Hopefully it's not. I don't want him to be in the NFC East. That would be crazy here. But hey, there's a lot going on here. I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for watching me today. I thank y'all for the comments. I love the comments. Give me some fun. A lot of fun. Cooper Kupp, he's on the trade block. Who else is gonna be on the trade block? Who do y'all think who will come out and say, look, I'm done with my team. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of losing. Who's another guy? What's another team? What's that another player where look, there's gonna be a superstar coming for there. I say Garrett Wilson. I think the Jets might lose Garrett Wilson. I think he might become available. Garrett Wilson. Look, if Luka got traded, anybody is available. Patrick Mahomes is available. That's what sports is getting to. So if Luka got traded, everybody's get tradable. Myles Garrett is tradable right now. That's crazy. I don't think the Browns let him go. I think he's going to be a Cleveland Brown again, and I think he will be a Cleveland Brown again. I'm betting it. I think our team will make phone calls. I think we will try to see how much they're asking for right now. Maybe over time, since we know he wants to leave. And it's up to Myles Garrett. It's up to him to be like, how much do you want to go? Do I want to sit out of training camp? If they come up to you, say, hey, I want you to make we want to make you the highest paid D in the NFL history. Does he say no after that? If they say, hey, we want you to choose either Shador, Cam Ward, the quarterback, some players coming in free agency. We want to make sure we build around you to make the Super Bowl. And then he says yes to stay. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But it depends how far Myles Garrett wants to go with this to leave the Cleveland Browns. Is he willing to do anything, everything? And if the Cleveland Browns, if you're rebuilding, then you're rebuilding, bro. It's time to let go of one of these guys. It just is. It's time to let go of one of to get some draft capital, to get some draft capital for the future. It just is. If he actually wants to go to Dallas, we're gonna be fired. We're gonna be fried. Him and Michael Parsons might be unstoppable. Hey, that would be type crazy. Michael Parsons and Myles Garrett. So we got to deal with Saquon and Michael Parsons and Myles Garrett. Like I said, he wants to be on a contender. Let's remember the quote though. He wants to be on a contender. Let's read the quote again. It has always been to compete for and win a Super Bowl. With that in mind, I have requested to be traded from the Cleveland Browns. Dallas ain't competing for shit. So if you want to come to the big dogs. Come where the big dogs eat. Come to the big dogs. But I do not want to see him matched up with Bosa. I don't want him to be matched up with Joey Bosa. I don't want him to be matched up with the Chargers and Khalil Mack stays and Derwin James. Those are, if he gets added to one of those type of teams, that would be crazy. He get it on the other side of, like say the Steelers say fuck it. Fuck the wide receiver we trying to get. We going for defense again. We just gonna stay what we've been doing and put him on the other side of Watt, of TJ. So whoever gets a Myles Garrett, whoever gets him is definitely going to be the hype of the offseason. They'll be named as one of the Super Bowl favorites to be in the Super Bowl next year. If a team gets Myles Garrett, it definitely boosts their chances. So he's a guy. I want a guy that boosts your chance. Cooper Kupp, I think he still boosts your chance. I think Cooper Kupp is still a great receiver. He has a great mind. He knows where to get open. He's a vet. He's the safety blanket. Just put him on the other side with Terry Speed. Cooper Kupp is still a guy. So if there are people out there that are saying Cooper Kupp, man, I don't blame you. He might cost you way less, but with the threat of Saquon, I think you just have to go with a guy like Myles Garrett. They just with the threat of that. But hey, lit stream, bro. Lit stream. And this is one of many. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out George for tuning in, putting their comment in the comment section. Shout out for anybody out there who put their comment in the comment section. I love y'all. Shout out to we did a video at the NFC Championship. We did a live stream reacting to Luka Doncic. I've been to all the home games that did reactions. The Falcons game, I go around trivia, tailgate. We go crazy. I was trolling the Eagles fans out there. So shout out if you watch that video. If you haven't watched it, and it's lit. It's lit. Who was a better rookie, you think, Mikey Singerstill or Brandon Coleman? I'm gonna go Mikey. Mikey, and I'm not just gonna. It's just not the pick. It's just not the pick in the divisional against the Lions. It's been all year with Mikey, bro. He's been a very efficient corner. I've seen reports where Emmanuel Forbes and Gonzalez, they're having a shouting match. JP Finley reported something like they were having a shouting match. We would have got a guy like that, Gonzalez, bro, and we have Lattimore. That would be crazy too. But Mikey, Brandon Coleman has had a great year, a solid year too. But there's still pressure there. There's still JD is definitely running side to side a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, our linemen are good, but they ain't damn great. And we need great linemen. Who was a better rookie you think? Yeah. I already read that. Sorry, tripping. Mikey Singerstill though. I'm going Mikey Singerstill. Mikey Singerstill has been a nice addition, bro. He's gonna be Michigan man. Just won a national championship with them. Hey, I'm with him. He showed out in Michigan. He showed out. Man, lot going on. Hopefully, Washington Commanders, we can get a receiver, either a receiver, DN. Those are one of those. Those are my two top or offensive linemen. Maybe one of those. Like, we need those positions locked up. Do you think we keep Lattimore or get rid of him? Because I heard a lot of people are saying get rid of him because of his reputation. Yeah, the thing is, he's played well in games. It's not like he's been bad every single game. It's because he played well against the Lions. He played well, and that's Amon-Ra St. Brown. I just think he had a difficult time. I'm seeing it now. He has a difficult time going against top like 6'5" receivers, like strong, physical, tall receivers. AJ Brown, he's not a shabby. That's not shabby to stop. It's AJ fucking Brown. Mike Evans has had 1,000. He literally has a Jerry Rice record. This is what you're asking Lattimore to guard. He was off a hamstring injury off the trade. He dealt with the hamstring injury all the way into the final game. So yes, he had a bad game, 2 games against the Eagles. AJ Brown for someone gets into his head, but hey man, I think we keep him for another year. It is Marshawn, and we just traded for you. And the thing is, you don't trade for a guy just like that and get rid of him. Let him get an off season. Let a guy like that get an off season. Let's take it some time. Let's give him some time, and then because getting rid of Marshawn Lattimore isn't improving your team. I mean, it's just really we have bad corners. Like getting rid of unless you're bringing in a top corner, then you get rid of Lattimore. Okay, but if we get rid of Lattimore, who do we fucking have? We have nobody. We don't have anybody. So I said keep Lattimore. Just keep it because it doesn't unless Lattimore's a big cap hit or something. His contract is crazy, but I don't think it is. And we probably see that going forward. Reports about Lattimore and stuff. And this is just a start, yo. It's the Super Bowl still hasn't happened yet. Like we still got a whole off season to figure out who we want, who we're going to get. So it's the off season is more exciting than ever before for a Washington Commanders fan because year after year we didn't get anybody. Our talent was built up off of rookies. Jonathan Allen, rookie, built up. He's been here since he's been drafted. Terry, built up. All these guys have been B-Rob, built up. We're not getting no free agencies like that. We're not in free agent big like that. So this year is the most exciting year. I'm not gonna lie in free agency. Not gonna lie, I forgot Ben Simmons existed until he caught the fake punt. Hey, look, when they threw that fake punt up, I said, catch it. You better have caught it. But I think we win that game. I honestly think we come back and win that game if Eckler does not fumble in the second half. Because we were sticking in that game. And call me delusional or not, but we have had crazier wins, crazier comebacks, crazier finishes. So for me to be down 10 points, we're in the red zone, we're in the field goal range anyways. By that time, if Eckler does not fumble, I honestly think that the Washington Commanders go on and we might be in the Super Bowl. We just had too many turnovers, and that one turnover in the second half really cost us. But man, we'll be back on again. I thank y'all. Love y'all. God bless. Appreciate y'all for joining in today. We'll be back on with some more stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? With NBA. It's a lot going on. Trades here and there. Everybody's available. I'm seeing Kevin Durant. He's tied to the Wizards. He might be getting moved. The Warriors, they're starting to. They want a bona fide number one player. NFL. We got the Super Bowl going on. We're gonna be on stream for that. We might talk about the game. I hope the Eagles lose. I just do. As a Washington Commanders fan, I'm not going for my rivalry team. So I'm one of those guys. I know we're tired of Patrick Mahomes year in and year out winning this thing, but I don't care. I do not like the Eagles. I don't. Those fans don't deserve a championship. They don't. They don't. I like Jalen Hurts. I don't want to take it. I'm gonna say I like Jalen Hurts. I like that guy. But the fans don't deserve it. And that's like going for Dallas and the Cow and the Super Bowl. I don't care. Let Tom Brady beat him. He's won 2 before. Unless my team is winning it and I'm versing Patrick Mahomes, I don't give a fuck. Let Patrick Mahomes win. Don't care. I don't. But God bless, George. Appreciate you for joining in. God bless all y'all out there. Y'all stay safe out there. A lot going on in this year. A lot going on in life. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. So, tomorrow's not promised. I thank y'all. God bless to what y'all do out there, whatever y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever career you got, you blessed in it. Y'all keep having y'all head down. Y'all keep going forward with your head high and stay happy out there. I love y'all. God bless. That does it for me today, y'all. Appreciate y'all.